Hey there, my flower puffs, how you doing? Before we get into this game, I have to be serious with you guys for a second. This video is going to be very, very intense. I'm going to be playing super crazy hard people. We're going to start off in the ceramic crucible, we're going to work our way up to the Moab pit, and eventually, hopefully, to the BFB Coliseum, where we're going to own some peeps. Showing you guys a pretty interesting strategy. That being said, it's a fairly hard strategy to execute, so not everybody might be able to do this, but I still wanted to show it to you guys. Even if you're a newer player, maybe you can at least understand the strategy, and maybe eventually work your way up to it. So, this strategy involves cobras, and I know a lot of people don't really like the cobras in the first place because they were like, oh, they steal all your lives down to zero, they're a cheater tower, and now there's still kind of that one really weird tower where you're like, I kind of don't like them at all, they're kind of cheap. And stupid, and this strategy kind of shows that they are kind of cheap. I honestly would like them to be nerfed, to be straight with you. Again, I know, nerfed again, but that's just my opinion, but we'll work our way into it. So this is the way I like to do the strategy. I do farm, I do darts, and I do cobras. Sometimes what I do is I switch away from farms, especially if I think I'm going to go late game, and I just go with a like super monkey or something that's going to take me late game. Maybe balloon chippers, but usually super monkeys, even though you can't really use them early game pretty much at all. So this is the way you want to do it. Alright, there's two ways to do it. There's one where you just start off with cobras, and then there's another one where you kind of just go with a couple farms, and then you kind of work your way into cobras. And the reason why the cobras are really, really interesting and actually quite effective is because you can get this $80 monkey boost right here. So you get $80 every single time you go up a round, and that's just a 1-0 cobra. And he also does popping power, so that's the main difference between them and a farm. They don't get as much money as a farm, and again, this is more of a straight-up video. I'm trying to teach you guys this strategy. Right now, I'm just teaching you. Later on, we're going to have some fun and go into, just going crazy all over the place. But right now, I want to show you guys how to do this strategy really, really well. I want to be as in-depth as possible. So you get these cobras up to 1-0, and you're going to get $80 every single time you go up a thing. And you can tell with these red balloons and everything coming out, yeah, you can't really defend the red balloons that well. The blue balloons, it's kind of the same thing. It's like the cobras are still okay against these blue balloons, but they're not amazing. In fact, they're actually better against blue balloons than they are against reds and greens, because they do 2 pops per shot, kind of like a sniper monkey. So, what I like to do is I actually go more economy than I probably should. And I just use the battle energy if I ever feel like, oh, I probably will lose a bunch of lives here. Don't forget about those 3 sets of road spikes if you want to do that instead of using a battle energy. It's kind of up to you. Sometimes the road spikes are better, sometimes the balloon energy is better, depending on how many balloons are actually getting through. If it's like pinks coming through or blues. But now, you're going to notice, we didn't go any farms so far, and we're still getting what? We're getting $400 every single round. Now, that's not a crazy amount of money. But we're also getting $400 every single round, while also getting really, really good popping power against things like pinks, blacks, regrow whites, regrow blacks, and just all those really weird things that are usually pretty darn hard to pop. Also, really good Moab popping power. Not a lot of people realize that, but the cobras are really, really good Moab popping power. So you're noticing my enemy over there. He's just got 2 little baby dart monkeys over there. I have a bunch of crazy things kind of all over the place right now, and I'm just going to kind of get a little bit set up. At least get like my boomerang over there, just in case I want to get a 3-0 boomerang or whatever. It was actually my random tower, so I got kind of lucky with that. I've seen a lot of different people go with a lot of different strategies, depending on their 3rd tower. This guy's actually going to rush me some yellows. That's why I got the boomerang all set up here, just in case he did want to rush me some yellows. And it was kind of a bad move from him to go with a big yellow rush, unless he really was planning on going with a lot of eco, unless he really wanted that eco. But I feel like, man, oh man, he is going to be in for a tough time pretty darn soon, because he just spent all of his money. I have a pretty good amount of money. I can sell things whenever I want to get a bunch of money. And look at that, he's going to go for another yellow rush. What is he doing with the balloon energy on top of it? There's just no way that's going to get through my cobras. No way. I got another set of balloon energy if I want, or battle energy if I want to use it. So he just keeps on going and going and going with these yellows. He's like, this is my last chance to win. I need to keep pushing through. But I'm like, oh, too bad, so sad. We're going to send out some leads. And he gets a wizard up, so actually pretty darn good. He gets his wizard up. But again, we know that he spent all his money, and the balloon eco is not going to come back. And that was literally the worst balloon energy thing he could have ever done. No! Actually, not the worst, but I sent out some pinks in between these leads, by the way, just to kind of get him going. And I'm just going to say, screw you, man. I'm going to sell my cobras and just send out a regrow black rush. A really weird rush, but actually a really effective rush, especially against lightning wizards. Because those pinks will turn into black, or the pinks will regrow into blacks very, very easily and just whoop, run right through his defense. And then guess what, man? Screw you. We're just going to go for an all-out regrow zebra rush. Sell all of my cobras. They've been getting me money the entire game. They're not good for popping power, so right now I'm just like, screw it, man. We're just going to sell them all, and we're going to go for that all-out rush. Now, this is not the main strategy with the Cobras. This was just kind of a guy who wasn't really playing at his best, in my opinion. He could have maybe played a little bit better, I think. So let's do another ceramic crucible. We still need to get well, we need the 2,000 more medallions, but we only really need 1,000 more medallions to get into the Moab pit. Whoa. I know, we really want to play the Moab pit, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. Alright, so it's weird, though. The Moab pit, sometimes it costs 5,000, sometimes it costs 10,000. I don't know. Seems kind of weird, right? So, oh, now we got to fight Krabby today. Also, not that great of a record, by the way. And this is his last chance to get his medallions flowing. Oh, I do feel kind of cruel when I still steal people's last little chance at medallions. He still can do rainbow runes and everything, but I don't know. I've been in that position. I've been in that position where I'm like, dude, this is my last chance to get a good amount of medallions, and then boom, you dead. You dead, son. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go Dart Monkey, we're going to go Cobra, and this time we're going to go away from the farms. We're going to show you guys a couple different strategies and all that stuff. I want to make sure we get things kind of situated for you guys, make you guys understand what the heck we're doing. Alright, so what are we going to do first? Obviously, the Cobra. And if you want to, you can set up your Dart Monkey first. That's totally reasonable. But get your 1-0 Cobra going, at least get some pops going. And I've seen some people, what they do is they go for 2-0-0 Cobras because they can pop the red balloons a little bit quicker. And then they just make sure they get the 1-0s before the next round starts. Yeah, it works perfect. So we got 2 already. Solid, man. He's going to go with farm. So who's actually going to have the better eco? Sadly, him. He's actually going to have a slightly better eco. Again, farms are better for economy than the Cobras. Also, hopefully by the end of this video, because I'm gonna try and play for an extremely long time. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try and play for an extremely long time, and eventually show you guys how to beat this evil Cobra strategy. Because a lot of people are doing this really weird thing that I'll show you guys in a little bit, involving the 2-0 Cobras. Yeah, very interesting. Not attrition anymore. No, it's the 2-0 Cobras. The balloon changer. Or a balloon adjustment, I think that's what it's called. The balloon adjustment. So here we go, we got our Dart Monkey going, so at least we can stop these reds, and then we got the random little Cobras, just bloop, getting me some monies. But you can tell, like I said, with his 1-0 farm, really not doing that much ridiculous amount of money changes, but with a couple more farms, if he did go a lot more farms, he would be at a better, he would have definitely a better chance than us. So here we go, I do have to use my balloon energy again. That's probably one of the biggest weaknesses to this strategy, is early game, the Cobras are hard to defend with. They absolutely are. And if people rush smart, if they just keep going grouped balloons, it's kind of a problem. But at the same time, we actually make our enemies slightly weaker. Because what we're doing is we're making them choose a mixture of farms and balloons. And though it sounds kind of weird, right? You wouldn't think that that's really the best thing to do. It actually is. It's really good to make your enemy go a mixture of balloon and farm. Because it's kind of better for the player to go full-on balloon economy or full-on farm economy. It just doesn't, for some reason, I don't know why, it just doesn't really seem to work that well when you go a mixture. And balloon economy just kind of sucks in the first place. Being totally straight with you, I don't like balloon economy. I don't think I'm ever going to go a hardcore balloon economy until around 20 or 22. In like 93% of situations. There's like, there's a few situations where I'm like, hey, maybe we can do that. Really, really long levels, Battle Park or on the rail. Yeah, we could probably make that work for us. But right now, no way, man. Sassy black girl for us, for sure. Alright, so what do we got now? We got our Taxter going. So we got a Taxter going, and guess what? He's going to start going Cobras as well. What? Alright, so he's going hardcore Cobras. We're going to switch over to some Balloon Eco, man. And we're not really trying to kill him. Well, we're not really trying to go Balloon Eco. We're trying to kill him here. And we do go for a lot of yellows, and we do a big chunk of damage, but he does end up getting his Juggernaut up with just a little bit of time left. And he did have to waste battle energy, which is good. You don't really think about it that much, but by the time you get to around 18, if you use 3 sets of battle energy and then you send them up against somebody, they pretty much cannot defend. It's nice. Delicious. I feel so evil when I make that happen. I'm going to make them use their battle energy all early on. Oh, yeah. It makes me want to just eat like an entire tub of Jello, or just bathe in Jello. Or maybe watch some girls fight in Jello. Wrestle in Jello. Those are all good things. Jello is fun. Definitely a fun time. So, with the Dart Monkey strategy and the Cobra strategy and the Cobra thing, what you got to do is you got to get your Juggernauts flowing. Alright, you got to get a bunch of Juggernauts for round 13, because people will still rush through their rainbows. You can either go Juggernauts, or you can go with whatever your third or fourth tower is. For example, I can go with a Ring of Fire, or even crazier, a 3-0 Boomerang. That's one of those towers that a lot of people don't expect you to have. And when you get it up against a Rainbow Rush, it just annihilates it. It's awesome. So anyways, can we kill this guy with a rush right now? I don't know. Sometimes you can just leak a few regrow camos through somebody's defense when they just go juggernauts. Holy crap, man, we did a big chunk of damage with those things. Can we kill him? We did! We killed him with that one little baby camo regrow zebra. Oh, how fantastic is that? Sometimes, like I said, just doing that one little thing, they don't have enough camos because there's only 2 juggernauts, and the 2-3 dart monkey usually doesn't even have that popping power. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, by the way, I don't know, man. The music's it always does this to me. It always gets messed up on me. So we're on the lookout again. Can we do it? Can we find somebody to kill? So we got lightning all over the place, man. Lightning. I don't know. The lightning looks really cool. I feel like they should have more lightning towers. The wizard's cool, obviously, with his lightning action. But I feel like the balloons will get so much more annihilated with the lightning. Just in general. The lightning tower in general. Oh, we couldn't find a match. That's pretty new. I have not seen that very often, but I guess I kind of understand that. If there's only like 70 people playing or whatever, you don't always have somebody trying to get in. You know, maybe everybody's inside of a game or something. Alright, so we have to fight the winner today in the Moab pit. Holy crapola, man. But his record's not that good for being a winner. We're 670 and 248, and I do that with a bunch of challenges involved in my entire thingamabob. So anyways, he's going to skip the map. We get the swamp now. So we're going to do Dart Monkey, Farm, and then we're going to stick with the Cobra, man. We're going to keep on doing this Cobra strategy, trying to show you guys what's up. And we do get the Engineer, which is actually a really cool tower to use. I haven't really used the Engineer enough, but what I've noticed is if you get some 4-2 Engineers flowing, especially on maps where you have the natural balloons coming out one way and the scent balloons coming out the other, you can get a crazy amount of money with those guys. It's awesome. Just throwing that out there. If you guys want to do that, be my guest. Alright, so the swamp, man. Hopefully we don't find any alligators in here. They're going to eat my face off. Oh, by the way, Charles is doing pretty well. Charles is my pet alligator. He stays in the guest room. A lot of people saw him in my house tour. But like, not that many people watch my my random videos that I make like that. I don't know why. They just don't like to do it. They don't like when I do fancy little videos like that. Not everybody. Some people like to watch those random ones when like me and Amanda eat fruits and stuff like that. Sometimes those are kind of fun for them. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to test out, whoa, what about the farms, dog? How the farms going to work for us? So we got the farms with the cobras. So this time I'm just going to go with just a little baby farm. We don't have to go crazy with them. You know, we just want to get something flowing in here to get some extra cash. And now that's the decision. Do you want to pick an entire tower, a farm? Like, you only get 3, man. You only get to pick 3. And one of them is going to be a farm, which you're only going to get 1 of. Is it worth it to get it? And I don't know the answer just yet. We have to test it out. Everything's a test. But I'm going to lean towards the side of maybe, depending on the level, depending on the map. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It does give you more economy, but it's like, it's an entire tower. It really takes away from your stuff. Like, you might be better off just going with a boomerang instead of that farm and just getting 1-3-0 boomerang to defend level 13. And then you won't really need that much money because you won't need to build a bunch of juggernauts and everything. That's definitely just a possibility for another day. Whew, man. We talked fast. I don't even know if I have any breath left. Where do I get all this oxygen from? I don't even know. Maybe I even hyperventilate while I do these videos because I talk so much. Because I have to breathe in so much so I can talk so much. And I hyperventilate and then I go crazy. And then, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, woo! Everything just gets crazy. Alright, so we actually went for a big chunk of greens against this guy. Because all he had was a ninja and a dart monkey. And he's still trying to go a lot of farms. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? You gotta use the battle energy, or else you're gonna die. So we're still going with those greens. And now we're like, okay, we see the battle energy. We could keep on going with greens, but usually after you see somebody using battle energy, they usually try and build another tower. And that's usually like not worth it. So I just kind of stopped with my greens for a little while. We'll see what we want to do in a little bit. But as you can tell, didn't do that much lives of damage. He did actually use the battle energy at a pretty reasonable time, I suppose. Usually I don't like to chase, but I do it too. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Now my defense sucks. I'll be straight with you. It absolutely sucks. All I have is a bunch of cobras and a random 0-1 dart monkey. So yeah, it's not even 0-2. It doesn't even have the red headband, man. So what does that mean for us? Well, it means we're gonna have to build some defenses up. But hey, I was like, dude, he's not rushing at all. The entire game he's just been sitting by himself, just looking at his screen. We went for the 2-0 farm. We stuck it on him. snuck it on him. I know, it's nice, right? But now we have to make sure we can defend. So we got the Juggernaut up for round 10. That's regrow lead popping power. And we still got all these Cobras, man. They're still not, like, they're not no popping power. They do some stuff. But whoa, this guy's got a crazy defense over there. He's got a 2-3 ninja. What is up with that? He got a 2-3 ninja, and he's gonna get a Juggernaut up. And if he does that with battle energy, man, I don't think we can pop. I don't think we can kill it. I don't think so, at least. So at the moment, I'm just gonna go for more Dart Monkeys. We're just gonna go for some 2-3 Dart Monkeys. Mix them up a little bit. You don't need to get them all up to 2-3, but I kind of just like 2-3s usually. Just makes me feel better about them. And like later in the game, it usually helps out a little bit. So I at least like to mix them up. All right, but now more Cobras. How about that? How about them apples? So I bought these. Okay, I need some advice. What do you guys think is the best type of apple? So I don't want to go to the store and I don't want to buy all these different types of apples and figure out which one I like the best. It's just too much work. So what I want to do is I want you guys to tell me which apple I should buy. I've been buying the red delicious apples or whatever. They're okay. I mean, they're like the regular apples. They're pretty good. But I've been buying these Gala apples and they're pretty good too. And then there was this other apple, but it was like $4 a pound, and I was like, dude, what do you do? Why would I pay $4 a pound for an apple? Usually they're like $1.29 a pound. I'm like, these must be special apples. They must be absolutely delicious. Are they worth it? That's the question. All right. So now is about that time where if you want to, you can start using the crazy strategy. You can start getting balloon adjustments going. So we're going to try and get all of our Cobras up to balloon adjustment. And what that does is it makes all the balloons coming out either camo or regrow, or camo regrow. All the natural balloons, by the way, not the scent balloons, just the natural balloons. And it also seems like, for whatever reason, it increases, or I think it also increases a tier of the balloon. So the rainbows will sometimes pop into, or go and turn into ceramics. And those rainbows turning into ceramics really cause havoc on your enemy. So check this out, man. This is the key to the strategy. He's got a really good defense, or at least a pretty reasonable defense. Now he's using his battle energy as well. But check these out. Regrow camos. Will he be able to pop these guys? And guess what? I don't have to do anything. I'm not sending out any balloons right now. I'm just literally chilling. I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'll just defend it if he sends something out against me. And now he does defend for a little while. He's got a 4th tier ninja and a 2-3 ninja and 2 juggernauts. That seems like a really good defense, right? Will he be able to defend? I don't think so. And that's the problem. That's why I think this is actually almost too OP. Like, I didn't spend that much money, and all these natural balloons just are overwhelming him like crazy. Why? Why are they doing that? It's kind of unfair. But it's the best strategy to use, and I want to show you guys the best strategy to use if you guys want to use this. Now, if this gets nerfed fairly soon, then we're going to have to talk different strategies, alright? It's still probably going to be a viable way to do things. It's probably going to just be increasing price or something. But check this side out. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to survive at all, man. We got nothing. We don't have to do anything. We're just going to build more Cobras the entire time. And if he does decide to rush us, guess what? We had a ton of money. We could have got a Super Monkey fan club or something. Easily. There we go. We're already up to 20,000 medallions. Woo! And he doesn't want to play again. Of course he doesn't. And when you see that Cobra strategy, man, you're like, get out of my house. So my hands are wet. Or not my hands. My pants are wet right now. I really feel like I peed myself. But I might have peed myself from excitement. I'm not entirely sure. So here it is. We've played this map already, but what you gonna do? So we're gonna do Dart Monkey Cobra. We're gonna do farm again. I really feel like the farm worked out pretty reasonably well. And then if you get a good random, like if you get that boomerang or maybe a wizard just for lead pop and power or whatever, it can really help you out a bunch. Really help you out a bunch. All right, so this guy's gonna go Cobras as well. Ooh, interesting. So this is a really good test for us. If we do a farm strategy versus just a straight up Cobra strategy, we can see who does get more Cobras in the end or more money in the end. But we also have to think, what is his skill level? Is he going to be bad with the Cobras or whatever? I don't know. So we're going to go for a 1-0 farm really quick. And we're just going to get a little bit of Dart Monkey action in here. Just a 0-2 Dart Monkey to make sure we can stop these guys. And also, we need to try and maybe stop this guy from going Cobras. So let's get a little bit of red balloon action in here. So we're just going to send out, I don't know, probably not a ridiculous amount of reds. But yeah, alright, he's got a Dart Monkey. So we kind of have to stop for a little while. Unless maybe his Dart Monkey's in strong. Okay, he does get the 0-3. Alright. Alright. That's fine, man. That's fine. So let's see. We're just about ready to get our second farm going. Or should we go for the Cobras now? Yeah, let's go for the farm. Alright, so we're going to stick with mostly the farms for now. So our Dart Monkey strong enough, man? It's already round 4. So already, I got my 0-3 Dart Monkey, and that's actually good if you get it before the craziness happens. Like, if you have the pinks running through your defense already, that's when it gets a little bit bad. So now I can just use a few sets of road spikes here and get a cobra going. And now, you know what? It's pretty much perfect, because the cobras are good against, guess what? Pinks! So you want to put him on strong if you can. Put him on strong, he'll pop those pink layers, and then the Dart Monkey can usually clean up a lot of the group balloons and or the random greens or whatever that are trying to sneak on through. But we used up all of our road spikes now, but we didn't use our battle energy, which is solid. Oh no, is he really going to do this, man? He's going to go with these camo greens already? He's going to try and do the balloon adjustment on me already? What a jerk! I'm not going to say it's a bad move. I'm going to say it's more of a weird move. I'm going to say screw it. I don't care about those lives. I don't care, man. We're going to keep on going with these cobras up to the 1-0 upgrade. And man, this is tricky though. Now, I feel like my farms are doing pretty well for me. I've got 4 cobras. He's just got a 7th, and I'm really trying to pay attention to who's going to have more stuff by the time they get to like round 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever. That's kind of the key here. Because round 10, 11, 12 are kind of like the main like hardcore levels. And level 18 as well, like who's actually going to have more money. Will the farms be more money by then? I don't know. Or just more killing power. Alright, so we're going to go for our second Dart Monkey. We're going to not like completely copy him, but we're going to do a fairly similar thing. Just kind of getting everything set up. Of course we want to win. We don't want to test it just to do a mirror strategy. Screw the mirror strategies, bro. We don't need that nonsense. Alright, so what's the cobra action right now? We've got 8 versus 8. We've got a tie game right now. So we are tied for cobras, but he's got a juggernaut. So that's a pretty big difference. And it's already almost round 10. So, that being said, we also have the wizard though. So if we see any lads, just boom, get a wizard going if we really wanted to. It's not going to be that hard to get him, but we'd obviously rather a juggernaut. The juggernaut's better for level 13, so we'll see once things finally get down to it. If he doesn't rush me, man, we can get more cobras, or just start getting set up for our defense. And I am slightly afraid of him trying to kill us. Whoa, there's some leads. Oh yeah, there's some leads already. So let's get our juggernauts going, man. We got 1 juggernaut all ready to go, and we're going to a second catapult all ready to go, and we can already afford a second juggernaut, just to make sure nothing goes crazy. But also, remember what happened last game? Remember how was that last game? Where we killed that guy with a camo, I think that was like a couple games ago, a camo regrow rush on level 13. It was just one little baby zebra. It wasn't even anything crazy. It was kind of expensive, but it was just one little camo zebra, and we killed him with it. I know! So you gotta make sure you do end up getting the 2-3 Dart Monkey, because I know one of them's already 2-3, so we just have to make sure we keep up with that at least a little bit. Alright, so we do have more cobras than him for sure. We've got the 2 extra farms. He does have a pretty reasonable defense, though, with the juggernauts and the engineers. We might be able to take him down with the Rainbow Rush, but I'd rather not take that chance right now, when we have, like, no money and all that stuff. So we're just gonna continue on with what we do best. Cobras! Give me monies. I love monies. And we can even continue on and get some balloon adjustments if we want to. Get ready to do what we've been doing. And he's still gonna start balloon adjusting as well. So we have to make sure we can do more stuff than he can. So let's keep on getting some juggernauts, bro. It is round 16 only. So we go. We got 3 juggernauts now, and they're finally getting some ceramics coming out. So I do have a pretty reasonable defense still, but I don't know if it's gonna be able to make me survive. So I'm gonna have to get more juggernauts, man. Juggernauts are key though. You gotta get them before they start to overwhelm you. And I think he's thinking he's going to do the exact same thing that I've been doing against these past few people. Just get the balloon adjustment. And again, everybody's been doing it. It's not this like very uncommon thing. It's a fairly common thing. So get your juggernauts ready. Don't dilly-daddle, man. Don't dilly-daddle. No dilly-daddling involved. If you dilly-daddle, you're going to die. No. I just like saying dilly-daddle. That's probably not even the right way to say it. Dilly-dawdling? Because I think it's dawdling, right? Dilly-dawdling? I don't know. How did that even come into existence? I don't know. No idea. So anyways, I'm still like, alright, let's just survive, man. We're going to get some more catapult actions, more juggernauts. As you can tell, though, we are doing a fairly good job. The first juggernaut just gets through the ceramic layer, and then the last few juggernauts just slide right through them. So as long as they're not going to, actually get through us, and we haven't had to use battle energy either, yet. Yet being the key words. But even with these juggernauts, man, we're starting to get those regrows just get too darn deadly on us. It's crazy! Very unhappy right now. So we're still getting a big chunk of money right now, and he's still looking like he's getting mostly cobras. Maybe we're going to do a rush against him. What do you guys think? Just go for it? There's the BFB, man. He does not have anything to defend these things, though. And we got enough Juggernauts to defend, but I had to sell both farms to do it. Oh, he's going to counter-rush me with a BFB. Balloon energied it. He balloon energied the BFB, so this is where it comes down to micro, my friends. How can we do this? Can we survive? Holy crap, we got to sell everything. We got to get a Super Monkey fan club in time. Come on, little buddies, get the Super Monkey fan club. You can do it. You can do it! There it is, Super Monkey Fan Club, Chris! And we get the Super Monkey Fan Club up! And we're gonna use the battle energy on top of Super Monkey Fan Club! And we will defend that rush! These Moabs have nothing! You've got nothing to defend those Moabs, and they're just gonna walk right through his defense. Absolutely epic game. Alright, man, that was fun. We had to sell all of our Cobras to buy that Super Monkey Fan Club. Oh, that was intense. Really intense. I'm sweating, man. I'm sweating. Oh. Oh, I need some water. I don't have any water. I got water on the other side of the room. Yeah, but we're on the lookout. Why is it taking so long? It's okay. It's okay. We'll push through it. We'll push through it. We're already... Look at that, man. We're already playing like 26 minutes. Whoa. This is one of the longest videos I've made in a long time. We're playing epic battles every single time. No, we can't find a match again? What is up with that? Again, I guess I understand. These are probably some pretty long battles and everything, so... Kind of makes sense. Kind of weird, though. The music just randomly, like, turns louder whenever we kind of, like, click certain buttons. It's kind of random. So we're just going to play one more Moab pit, and then we're probably going to jump into the BFB Coliseum. We're going to see what we can do here. But this guy is 7-5. What? What? Why is he 7-5? And got 90,000 medallions. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense. So what are we going to get? We're going to use our reroll. We got a dart monkey. We're going to go... Or not dart monkey. Dartling gun. We got a dart monkey, a cobra, and we're going to go farms again. I have been actually liking the farm strategy. It's been working out pretty well. Now, we were able to defend and beat our enemy last game without using the balloon adjustment, but it was fairly difficult. We had used a lot of micro action, and obviously it seemed like that was just a better way to go. Using the balloon adjustment was just better than trying to defend like I did. And you kind of have to make that choice. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and defend, or do you want to go for the balloon adjustment? Sometimes you have to go for the balloon adjustment just a little bit earlier, because obviously it does take a little bit of time to upgrade. It takes time to click, and if you got bananas flowing and all that stuff, it gets pretty darn crazy. So here we go. He's going just full-on ninja action. So I'm going like full-on economy right now. I'm going full-on red balloons while building a farm, while still getting my 0-3 dart monkey up. It's very weird to do this. I don't know. I'm mixing really, really well. And like I was saying, that's actually kind of a bad thing for me. I've realized this over time, is that it's kind of bad to do this, but I still tend to do it. I'm just that noob guy that I'm just like, I have to get the economy up. I have the money. I have to do it. I have to mess with my enemy. Sometimes it's not the best thing to do. Sometimes it's best to just pay attention to your side and just farm it up. Get those 3rd-tier farms. Get a 4th-tier farm by level 18. And you're going to be so happy. You're going to be like, whoa, I have so much money. It's so delicious. I can defend anything now. But against the Cobras, it is kind of difficult, because you usually don't get a 4th-tier farm until around, like, 18. And the balloon adjustment usually will kill you by around 18 if you don't have enough money. So, and sometimes you even have to sell farms. You're like, dude, I have to sell my farms to defend everything. And it gets kind of ridiculous. Kind of upsettingly ridiculous. So, holy crap, dude. Alright, so I'm starting to think that this guy really is 5-7. But I don't think he's not hacking. He doesn't have any, like, extra things, but he's only got 2nd-tier towers with a spike factory. This is kind of a noob way to play the game. I'm confused. I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm absolutely confused right now. So here we go. We're going to go for another Cobra, man. You guys know the drill by now. 1-0 Cobra's a boss. And he's still not rushing with any... Oh, he does have 3rd-tier ninjas. Alright, that's at least a bonus for him. He gets something. I thought he was just going to go with the 2nd-tier ninjas. That would have been really weird. But we did go for 3 banana farms, by the way. And we still have a bunch of Cobras up to this upgrade. Holy crap. Except I can't click on them. Did you see that? That was ridiculous. Couldn't click on the extra monies, man. Monkey investment. I guess it's called the wired funds upgrade. I don't know. I just feel like it's the monkey investment. You invested in that monkey, and he bought you some money every single round. Wired funds. It's kind of a weird way to do it, right? It looks like he's on his cell phone. Is that what's going on? Is he getting? He's getting literally wired money from his employer? Who is the employer, though? That's the real question. Who owns the cobras? That'd be kind of interesting to figure out. So we have to make sure we can defend here, or we're just go for a full-out rush. So this guy's got no lead popping power at all, so let's just do it. Send out a few leads, just make him buy his lead popping power. Or we can even go something crazier, like get some pigs or something flown in here. What do you guys think? Alright, there it is, the lead popping power. It's risky. Risky indeed. But he's going to be able to defend that thing, so screw it, man. I think, I don't know, Regal Rainbow is looking pretty good. I just don't have that much money right now. So we're going to go for a 3 Juggernauts just in case he tries to do a full-out Regal Rainbow against us. Maybe that's why his record is actually pretty darn decent. Got a couple 2-3 Dart Monkeys with our 2 Juggernauts. Usually 2 Juggernauts are pretty good against Regal Rainbows, especially Regal Zebras, especially with Battle Energy. Too many especiallys there. So we're going to sell our farm, and we're going to go for a little mini rush here. Regal Zebras, see if we can defend that thing. Not going crazy, just a pretty reasonable rush. He's aiming his Dartling gun the wrong way, and it looks like the Zebras are going to kill him? What? Oh, that was kind of a lame Moab pit, bro. It's kind of lame. I feel like that was just a fluke, though. I think he was trying to afford the laser cannon or something, and he just couldn't afford it. So he wants to play again. Alright, well, hopefully he wants to play again. Come on. I kind of want to win, man. I want some medallions. If I get 50,000, we can easily play the BFB thing twice. Twice! He does actually want to play me. Alright. Awesome. So, the same map, though. That's kind of lame, right? So let's just skip it. And we get on the cards! Woo! So we're going to go Dart Monkey, we're going to go Farm, and of course we're going to go with the Cobra. Now, can you go Farm Cobra and something else? I have seen Monkey Village. I have seen Boomerang. With no farm, by the way. I've seen Boomerang, Monkey Village, Cobra. And that's actually a pretty reasonably good combo. It's really weird because the Boomerang is just so ridiculously good against Regal Rainbows. You can rush with as many Regal Rainbows as you want. One Boomerang with Battle Energy in most places is going to pop them all. So it's just weird. It's just weird that you can have that and have them be so good. And then if you get the Monkey Village, guess what? Your Cobra's cam detection, your Boomerang's cam detection, you get a pretty reasonable amount of good combo cam detection. And the Cobras are good against ceramics, even though the Boomerangs are bad. So it's a really weird combo, but it's a really good combo. You wouldn't think about it. And like I said, I have seen it, and I actually lost to it a couple times. At least once. I know that I've lost to the Boomerang, Cobra, Monkey Village, and I know I beat it at least a couple times. So it's not unbeatable or anything. And that's why I'm not doing it for you guys right now. I'm actually trying to show you guys mostly how to do the more basic version. I'm going to show you guys how to do the more basic version. And again, this will win you a lot of Moab pit matches, if not BFB matches. Of course, it takes a little bit of skill involved. You can't just chill there and just be like, I have Cobras, automatic win! Whoa! And dance around like a little elf and fly around like a little fairy, and then have a leprechaun and a fairy fight in a battle. That would just be too ridiculous. I don't even know. Who would win in a battle? A leprechaun or a fairy? That would be I honestly want to see that battle. Totally, man. I'm just thinking about it. Just thinking deep. Who would win in a fight? A fairy or a leprechaun? Well, you gotta think. The leprechaun, he's more trickleish. He's like trickery, you know? He's like, my gold. And the only thing is he wants his gold. Leprechauns, that's all they care about is gold. But they give you wishes, too. So if they're powerful enough to give you wishes, are fairies powerful enough to give you wishes? I don't think so. That's the problem. What's the deal with their wishes? Do they have limits? I don't know. Sometimes wishes have limits. It's like, oh, I can't do that. I can't raise somebody from the dead or blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, that makes sense. That seems to be a very common thing, though. In a lot of movies, it's like, oh, here, I can do this for you, can I do this for you? And then they're like, all I want to do is I want to raise somebody from the dead. And they're like, can't do that. It's like a very common thing. It's like, can't raise anybody from the dead. It's impossible. Which is kind of sad. I want to live forever, but I won't. Man, I'm getting too deep here. Let's get back in the action. Cobras! Cobras! Cobras everywhere! But we're going to have to get a Dart Monkey in there. So we're going to get a little baby, catapult monkey in here. We'll get a Juggernaut pretty darn soon. Of course, we want to mix it up a little bit, make sure we get some 2-3 Dart Monkeys and everything. But this time we didn't go with any farms, so we're gonna kind of test it out a little bit. Will the farms actually matter? I actually did bring the farms with me. Probably a silly move, But when I saw the ninja, I was like, dude, maybe we just have to go full-on balloon economy against this guy. Just mess with him a little bit. So anyways, we're going to have 2 catapults. Well, we have a juggernaut and a catapult already. But I don't have enough money. You can tell the big difference with going farms and just full-on cobras. We have a lot more cobras, obviously. But we can't afford everything as well as we want to. I'm barely affording my 2-3 dart monkeys and everything. So you can tell, big difference in the amount of money that you're actually going to have. And I feel like a lot of people will actually be able to rush you and probably kill you if you just go solid cobras and juggernauts and everything. Especially if you go with as many as I did. If you stop a little bit earlier and you go a little bit more eco, hey, totally fine. But here we go, man. He's got a dartling gun, he's got a ninja, and just a random ice tower there. And we're going to take him down! Really easy games. I don't even... Oh, man, that was really sad, to be honest. I feel really bad about that, to be straight with you guys. I feel kind of bad playing that guy. But, I wanted the medallions. I'll be straight. I'm kind of greedy. I'm a greedy guy when it comes to medallions sometimes. But we're going to move on to the biggest, the baddest, the BFB Colosseum. And holy crapola, we got Bobby Blu-ray with 1.5 million medallions. Holy crapola, man. And he doesn't want to play Hydrodam. Totally understand. Hydrodam's an evil map. But we've got... I don't remember the name of this map. Ice Flow? I think it's Ice Flow. So today we're going to go with something a little bit on the different side. We're going to go, instead of Dart Monkey, since this is pretty much a water level, we're going to go with the submarine, which is kind of fun, right? We're going to go submarine, we're going to go ninja, we're going to go away from the cobra. But we got cobras as our random. So I kind of wanted to play one game without him, but I'm like, yeah, you know what, screw it, man. Let's use the cobra. See what we can do. And today I'm trying to show you guys how to defend. Remember what I was telling you guys to do? A lot of people have been using this cobra strategy, so I'm kind of expecting this guy to use it. Will he have the cobra? Oh, he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. Everybody's been using this cobra strategy. Not unbeatable, though. So I'm going to see if I can end up showing you guys how to do this. So we did use farms, which is kind of a weird thing to do. I got my submarine going in here. And, yeah, we'll be able to survive for a little while. Just one little baby. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I was not expecting that! Okay, so he just... Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to rush hardcore with red balloons. But he didn't. He stopped. No! 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 Oh, thank God. Oh, my goodness. Green little gremlins just ran through my heart and just started punching it all over the place. I got really afraid. Oh, no, he is going to do it! He's going to rush with red balloons. Alright, totally not expected. Did not want this to happen. But it looks like we're going to have to deal with it. Alright. So I'm going to have to use the battle energy over here just to try and survive, man. I got 1 twin guns, 1 barbed darts, and we got these balloons already running through my defense, man. There it is. We got to use an early battle energy. Extremely upsetting. Did not want to have to do that. But when you see these people with cobras, you know they're going to have a support tower. You know they're going to have a boomerang. You know they're going to have something. So it's usually not even the best thing to do to go crazy intense with a rush. Most of the time. I mean, that's what I've noticed. It's not the best thing ever. You can do it. You can set up some balloons, make them buy the 2-0 boomerang or the 2-3 dart monkey or whatever, just to make sure that they have to deal with it in some way. So anyways, what do we got going on now? Alright, we got our 1 farm. He's pretty low-level farm right now. Maybe we'll get him up a little bit. We do have the airburst darts going, or we can switch over to the cobras, but I'm thinking farm. I'm definitely thinking farm. I don't know. That's just probably the best way to do this. We're going to go with 2-0 farm right now. We got an airburst darts, and the reason why I got the airburst darts on the bottom one, by the way, was because I want to have the other one be a nuclear submarine. This is the best spot to put him, in my opinion. You get a really, really good radar range right in that area, because they're all whoop-de-whoop-de down there. So anyways, let's do it, guys. We got our 1-0 farm. That's the max amount of economy we can get as far as rounds are concerned. And this is one of those levels that usually doesn't last that long. Usually, you don't survive round 13. It's the truth. Usually. Not every single time. BFB Coliseum, man, we're going to have to fight some good people. So these people can probably defend this thing. And it looks like... Oh! I'm thinking that this guy's probably got a monkey village. He's got no camo detection, so he could go for a ninja or something. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I'm thinking just he's going to go for a monkey village. And the thing about going with a monkey village is... he needs to kind of stop with his eco fairly early to be able to afford that monkey village time, because it's $1,600 for the monkey village, and then $3,000 to get the radar upgrade. So very, very expensive, but also makes everything cheaper in its range, and it's from now on it's going to be pretty boss. So there we go. We see the Monkey Village before the 3-0 Boomerang. Very nicely played, by the way. Very smart move. Don't get 3-0 Boomerang, then Monkey Village. Get the Monkey Village, then 3-0 Boomerang, especially because I'm not rushing him. But now I'm getting my Cobras all set up as well. I've got 4 Cobras already, but we need to save up. Round 10 already is coming up. We need to make sure we get this nuclear submarine. But he's not rushing me, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit greedy here and get one more wired funds. He'll probably send us some leads pretty soon, but he's not. So just getting lucky over here. But the cool thing is I know that I can defend pretty much all Rigor Rainbow Rushes with a nuclear submarine and a... So he does get the cam... Oh, he's got the camo detection. Poo. Poo. Mega poo. But I still feel fairly safe, man. Nuclear submarine right in that spot. Stop most all Rigor Rainbows, especially with battle energy and everything. But he's already starting to balloon adjust me. Alright, so that's interesting. Now, I don't really feel like balloon adjusting him. I'm not going to be that guy. Maybe we'll do a little bit later. Maybe a few times. Maybe just a couple of them. Blue adjustment, turn some into ceramics or whatnot. Mess them up a little bit. But I'm more about surviving. I want to survive. So I got my Cobras. They're getting me some extra money in here. I'm going to get my Ninja all set up. And basically all we have to do is we have to make sure the ceramics get popped and the nuclear submarine will take care of the rest. So that's the plan. Put all these guys on strong and just let them do their job. Air restarts. Takes out ceramics pretty darn fast. So... I'm a little bit afraid, though. The balloon adjustment does get really, really crazy pretty darn fast. You got a lot of things going in here. But, I don't know. I'm not that afraid overall, I would say. Oh, man, what do we want to do? By the way, that was an accidental upgrade to the submerged thing. Definitely did not want to do that, by the way. He's not even submerged, so yeah, obviously kind of terrible. I could get a double nuclear submarine, but it's just... It's kind of rough to get it on this map. Alright, there's a lot of things going on. We're going to have to use the battle energy a little bit earlier than I wanted to. We have to get some more defense flowing, man. Alright, so we're going to use a little bit of balloon adjustment on this guy. See if we can do any damage with the balloon adjustment. I still have to try and get some money, but luckily, our nuclear submarine is pretty darn boss. We have to get rid of that farm, and we're going to try and do something about this guy. We're going to get a little bit more Cobra action, trying to get some more defense, and get a 3rd tier ninja going and put him on strong. We want to get rid of that ceramic layer. So here we go. Looks like, is he going to go for a balloon rush against me? I don't know. No, not really. And our submarine is pretty boss, and he's going to take down most of these balloons, but some of them are trying to leak on through. Holy crapola, man. We really need to take down that ceramic layer, and we're already starting to lose some lives here. No! Down to 90 lives! Holy crap, we only have one set of battle energy here, so we really don't want to use that thing. Oh my goodness gracious. This game is getting so intense. So he's got a spike factory over there now, by the way. And he's still trying to kill me, and he still can't. Maybe, just maybe, we'll go for a BFB or a Moab rush or something like that and just take him down. Take him down to Chinatown, man. Gotta get rid of him. Alright, so again, we're still taking down these ceramics, barely taking down the ceramics. So the problem is a lot of these guys are not getting decam-wise. My nuclear submarines can't hit them just yet, because I don't even have the advanced intel on them, which is obviously kind of sad. So a few little balloons sneaking through here, but my submarine, holy crap, coming in with an epic thing right here. And he used his battle energy, by the way, to survive against these balloons. The balloon adjustment, not that ridiculous, but it's obviously causing a little bit of issues for him. And I think the spike factory is probably the weirdest part about his entire strategy. I don't even know, man. So we got, whoa, guess how much money we got, guys? $2,500! It's time to go, but we used our last set of battle energy, and we're gonna go for the BF Bizzle. Hardcore BF Bizzle rush right here, right now. He's got the spike factory over there. Will it take down the BFB, though? It looks like he's going to take down a big chunk of the BFB's health, but it's not going to... Oh my god, the blows are right through our defense! I wasn't even paying attention! We're down to 39 lives, but he's got Moabs all over the place on his side. Could we take him down? And it looks like the Blues will go through it. We've taken him down. BFB Coliseum for the win! Alright, guys. Long enough you guys stay. Obviously, if you had a good time, press the like button down there. I really appreciate that. We beat the guy with 1.5 million medallions. And have a super duper delicious day.